My feelings about Dr. Clark are very intimate in nature, in the sense that I see Dr. Clark as my college mother. Dr. Clark provided me with a sense of obligation to my commitment to scholarship. And not only that, she also gave me the tools that I needed in order to be successful. Dr. Clark has been a mentor, a friend, an advisor, an educator, and most importantly, she has been a cheerleader in the success of students that look like me at this university, and also for other faculty and staff and students who have aspirations of higher education.
When I arrived at Longwood back in 1987, I met Dr. Clark maybe a year later, so around 1988. And at that time, she was the Minority Affairs coordinator or administrator. I don't know the exact title, but she worked at that time with several other Black students on campus. But my encounter with her at Longwood was absolutely amazing. I had several run-ins or several issues with financial aid, and so she really stepped up and helped me with that. That's how I got to know her, and just on a personal level, just seeing how she fought for me, even behind the scenes, to make sure that I had what I needed to actually stay at Longwood. And so that, that was my introduction, as well as who she became in my life, someone that was a fighter, and it became more personal because she was a fighter for me.
I would say Dr. Clark was everything to many of us, but to me personally, she was a friend, she was a mentor, one of my teachers, ex-boss. She gave me my first job as a freshman in 1987. She found me a job in the Minority Affairs office in which she worked, and pretty much gave me my first real job at Longwood, and kind of taught me the ropes of the school and how to matriculate through the school, and just she was just a mentor. She wasn't too far from our age. She was a young professor also, and just a wonderful person, wonderful spirit. And to this day, we're still good friends.
The scholarship can make a positive difference in student lives in a lot of aspects. To date, on my way into the office, I had a student who called me who said, "I'm going to end up dropping out of class, collaborating with Lancers for Academic Success Program." And she said, because the problem is that I have to work. And so the student alluded to the fact that she's working 2 and 3 jobs just to support herself in order for her to attend school. I said to her that this scholarship is available, and this could mean that you might not have to work as much, and it could afford you the opportunity to attend some of the programming through CLASP in terms of the academic coaching and skill buildings in order for you to be successful in the program, the women's empowerment group, and also the tutoring sessions, so that you can ensure that your goals of educational attainment is achieved. This scholarship will mean that students who do not have books will be able to obtain books in order for them to continue their studies. The scholarship will also mean or indicate and to suggest to students that we see you, that you are important, and that your academic outcomes are relevant and significant to the university and to also the student body.
When I started at Longwood, I learned the needs of students, and that carried through even into my classes. There were students who would have needs. When they got to a point of knowing me and trusting me, they would come to me with those needs. And in some instances, they were financial needs. And I was able maybe to secure funds off campus with people who were not associated with Longwood to aid them. And I don't think that all people understand what students need who are in college. You know, just because they're in college doesn't mean they have everything already that they need, or that their parents or guardians can afford whatever it is they need. So students continue to have needs. I am so happy that there is going to be, or there is already, a scholarship in my name. Number one, because it will help some of the students who knew me to remember me. But number two, I know that any scholarship funds available to students will be helpful in them attaining their educational goals.
Just the scholarship being in her name, I think it will cause, it's a conversation piece and nothing else, but in addition to that, so that students who actually are recipients of the scholarship will know, the pride and the excellence that she displayed, so that it will be something that they can be proud of to be recipients of that scholarship.
Unfortunately, not every student came from a wealthy family, and funds are needed to help with books, help with finishing paying tuition, and no student who really wants to learn should not be afforded the opportunity to learn and to get an education based on money. And if our little scholarship can aid in that, then I think it's worth it. And this scholarship is everything, and it should be everything, and it will be everything to a lot of students who need it.
I'm excited. I'm excited that apparently I had some impact on some individuals here, many of whom have graduated, and they remembered me. That's exciting. And the fact is that they want to recognize me and perhaps something I've done for them, and I don't even know what that might be. And they want to share that information with others.